Sir Paradise. Got the Pollux 7 here. It's a French lot from France. And yeah, figured I'd give this thing a go. I sent the other half. I sawed this one in half. I sent the other half to GeorgiaJim. So we're going to see if we can't get this one. I haven't got it yet. I've tried it a couple times, but haven't been too successful. I think I am going too far and oversetting. So like, then it has like well, it's got spring going that way, but it stops right there, so okay, I see what happens here. Because these have tapered pins, the binding pin keeps jumping around and changes. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right when it sits like that, because nothing else binds. Yes. Fucking felt that thing, dude. That was actually pretty freaking cool. I haven't got much work on this thing. You can see how the pin is in that chamber now. So yeah, so they do have quite a bit of play. So that was what was throwing me, was this thing, when you insert the key, it pushes in, and those springs are still real springy. So you set the pin, and yeah, you set the pin, and it's kind of at the depth it needs to be, and then after that it's set. But then right there at the end, I was like, oh, I see what's going on. And then I just started tap 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 and all around, and I felt little tiny core shifts and movements, and that's those tapers getting closer and closer to shear line. And then finally she opened up. So as you can see, the key won't go in. I have no clue on how to pick it, and I'm going to watch some other videos now, because the old GeorgiaJim kind of fucked his up a little bit or something. Let's see if we can't get this thing to focus a little bit. Pollux 7 picked. Hey guys, I just wanted to chime back in here on this lock. You know, I kind of did a little bit of a parody there of GeorgiaJim picking his, and the way he opened it up and said it's a French lock from France. But I wanted to give GeorgiaJim a quick little shout out. And if you guys don't know who GeorgiaJim is, you should go check out his video, his YouTube video. He's a great picker. He's a fucking madman at dimple locks. But the reason I wanted to give him a shout out is, you know, I don't have too much time on my hands, and I've been prioritizing things a little bit differently. As of recently, before I would just pick a lot of challenge locks or whatever. That's what motivated me, is when I got a package in the mail, I would you know, pick that challenge lock, and I wouldn't do much other picking. But recently something's happened, and I've been inspired by GeorgiaJim and some other guys in the community to start picking some other locks, and got my first dimple lock the other day, and well, not my first, but damn near my first proper one anyway. And then now I've got this Pollux 7, which I think is like a brown belt lock or something. So anyway, yeah, he's really given me a lot of good solid advice, and he's really helped me out through helped me, you know, kind of like pushing me to not really pushing me, not forcefully, but you know, he's just inspired me to start picking some better locks. And yeah, and he's been a great source of information. You know, I'll ask him like, oh, how does that act, how does this act, and he gives me these tips and pointers. So thanks, GeorgiaJim, and hell, everyone. But I appreciate it. Aloha.